Most of us as guys are middle class and live paycheck to paycheck. If we even do something like break a restraining order, well, what happens? Yeah, your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend or even current girlfriend will call the police. Want to know why? Well, because she wants you in jail. Either she dislikes you or she doesn't want you over there. And so if you do anything wrong, they're going to call the police. You can even pretend that you're going to hit her. And sometimes you don't even hit her at all and don't even say it. But just as a mechanism, they'll call the cops. And you immediately will have to go to jail or immediately have to answer to what happened. And the police will have to pick which side of the story that makes sense. This is what happens for the average guy. But let's say you're filthy rich. Allegedly, you can just beat the hell out of everybody. Drop kick people from the top rope like a WWE wrestler and cheat on women, have all kind of threesomes, get Diddy oil. And then you still won't go to jail, allegedly, because you've done all these horrible things. But what happens? You'll get somebody that basically will come out and say that you did X, Y, and Z, so you need to settle out of court right now for $500 billion.
He's right, you know.
But of course, you're going to say no. And once you say no, well, now we're going to go ahead on and destroy your reputation. We're going to go to the blogs. We're going to go to everywhere we can. And so that lady will also be unidentified. You won't know who she is. And then all is well. But the reality is you should have paid the money and you didn't. So now you're going to lose all your sponsorships and all your business. We've heard about this recently. Shannon Sharp. Now, recently, we all know this happened with Zion Williamson. Some lady said that he did X, Y, and Z, so she's filing a civil lawsuit because of prior assaults. Then the ex-fling he had, Moriah Mills, said this.
The amount of bashing, humiliation, slander, and threats that I've been receiving these last 3 years have been a lot, and it's causing me a lot of stress, emotional distress, and I just hope we all can come to justice and this all can be resolved and nobody has to relive all these things ever again.
But brother Camron is tired of this, and not too long ago he went on a lethal rant describing the situation with Moriah Mills.
Look, man, I hate this because I can't even say, if I say what I want to say, I'm wilding. I'm wilding. But I'm going to say a little bit of what I want to say. Yo, listen, man. You ever hear Zion arguing about these Moriah Mills? Same thing to Moriah Mills you're talking about. So those who don't know Moriah Mills, she's a star that Zion, she was losing her mind because Zion curved her. She came out after this statement came up with this situation talking about, this is what I was saying. And to all the victims out there, you never called rape. You was mad he got another pregnant and you was upset about you do porn on your face for a living. You get paid for buraki. When it's ain't on your face, the bukiness, whatever it's called, you're a porn star. You get paid for on your face. You suck. You do double penetration. I see the joints. I got off to a couple of them a couple times or two. I felt you was a stalker.
Damn.
But then the most important part was this.
Well, Zion beat somebody. It looked like it would hurt. It looked like he's a pretty big. There should be some scars and bruises somewhere, man. I'm not saying it all has to be like that every time. But this is a pretty big pause, man. I just want to see a little evidence with these accusations. There's a lot of accusations, very few little evidence. I'm not saying that she doesn't have evidence. I didn't do any due diligence on this topic. I just read it and was like, whatever, here we go again. People are losing a lot of money on accusations. Not even proof, accusations. Let's look at Shannon Sharp. When's the last time you heard from Shannon like that?
That is
it's been quiet.
So to me, this is the most important part because why? Well, Zion Williamson is 6'7", over 200 something pounds. So if these allegations make sense, well, why don't we see physical evidence of these things? And if you do have physical evidence of these things, this is no longer a civil case. It should be a criminal case. Here's what we got to understand. One of the things that I have noticed more now in the last 10 years is that a lot of ladies are basically blowing up, not like the old IG models used to. Don't get me wrong, Kim Kardashian did blow up with the booty clap tape with Ray J. But to be fair, Kim Kardashian, you know, her dad was a big time lawyer. She was in the LA party scene for some time, and she was kind of making her name as a socialite. And Amber Rose was attached to Kanye West, and that was her ticket into the industry. But now people are getting a little bit more raunchy with it. So I can get my ticket into the industry by saying that, you know, either A, I've messed with you, or 2, you have, you know, you're crazy about me, you know, like Gorgeous Doll, the chick, you know, that talks about Future. And here's my way into the industry. And what do you get? Well, you can get onto reality shows, you can get on the podcast. And let me kind of give you an idea of what a person can make. If you can get onto like a baddie season or something like that, and you get your following up, you can make $65,000 per show, something like that. I mean, let's just look at Aaron the Plumber. Aaron the Plumber blew up off of Artlet Amuli's Pop the Balloon, and he wasn't necessarily trying to go viral. He just happened to go viral, and look at all of the opportunities that he has. It wouldn't surprise me if he was able to get into some level of like mainstream TV shows, mainstream streaming now as IRL on Twitch. I mean, once you're in the industry, everything opens up for you. He will get all kind of collaborations and sponsorships and stuff like that. And so women understand that. So if they can attach themselves to you with a scandal, that can take them from 10,000 Instagram followers to like 1 million followers or 200,000 followers. And now you got deals with Fashion Nova. You have opportunities with all the brands. And then you have collaborations with other people. You can start an OnlyFans and monetize there. This could give an individual or a female like 6 to 7 different streams of income in like a year. And guys, let me just tell you how real it can get. In these industries, you can literally meet the right people. Like, look at somebody like Kai Cenat. He's been, you know, doing things for some times. Mr. Beast. Like, look at Feastables, guys. They have Feastables over in Africa. Now, you think that Mr. Beast, when he started doing YouTube videos, thought about doing Feastables or something like that? Of course not. But you meet these kind of people who can be really great management. They can set things up for you. And now you have all of this extra talent that you never had before just because you basically said that that basketball player over there or that athlete, he assaulted me. Look at Gabrielle Zuniga. I talked about it. She was selling literally individual SEGS tape for how much? $2,000. And so people bought that tape on OnlyFans believing that it was Shannon Sharp, and it wasn't, and you won't get a refund. So that person's career could catapult. Like, just even doing podcasts. Look at somebody like Charleston White. Charleston White probably won't show up for no less than $10,000 for 1 or 2 or 3 hours. Sometime probably $20,000. Look at Boosie, $40,000 rates for podcast appearances. This is what the game is now. So, and if you're a woman, you can drive up your value like that. You're rich. Some of these ladies make millions of dollars a month on OnlyFans. That was money and opportunity they would have never had. And not only are they getting that money, they're already getting money from the people that they were messing with. This is why it is so important for these guys to understand, like, yo, you're messing with a lady. Not only is she going to destroy your career with most likely false allegations, she's going to build up her career. And even if she is lying, it doesn't matter because people have now liked her. All you gotta do is go and act up on a reality show, be completely ridiculous, and people will completely forget about your past. As long as they like your character or they like how you are online, it doesn't matter. You're entertaining to them. So that way it makes you rich. So, but I am glad that Camron basically explained it like this. Like, yo, you're trying to ruin this guy's career, and all you do is you get your cheeks clapped. So as a booty clapper, you should stay in the booty clapper's place. But as men, we gotta understand, especially if you have money, you are putting a lady in a very dangerous situation to blow her Instagram up. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the content creation. Here you are doing all the work all of your life, excelling at basketball or football, whatever else. You put them on, they have a kid by you. All of a sudden they're famous, they got fans, they getting sponsorships, and they're doing nothing. Congratulations, they used you without even marrying you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shady Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.